In today's video, should you cut calories or increase cardio to get leaner? If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
All by myself.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Ravella from ProPhysique.com, and yes, I have to laugh at myself in the frame here. Thank you, Lauren Conlon, for the amazing Rock shirt. I cannot wait to rock this, pardon the pun. I don't know where I'm going to wear it other than my office for now because I love it so much. But let's talk about today's topic, which came from my Instagram direct message. So first of all, if you're interested in nutrition training, how to build a better body, well, click subscribe. That's what we do here. And today's question comes from my Instagram direct message where you guys can send me questions. So I'll put it on the screen here. Send me your questions and we'll talk about them. And today's question comes into the specifics of when should you adjust cardio, when should you adjust calories when it comes to getting leaner. So let me read it so you have some context. I've been eating between 1,750 to 1,850 calories and have been losing 1 kilogram of fat every 4 weeks. I want to shed a few more kilograms of stubborn fat, which I have stored mainly in my belly, arms, and back. I don't know if to decrease calories or do more cardio. I mostly eat healthy and around 1,400 calories during the weekends and eat a lot more during the weekends, which average about 1,750 to 1,850 per week. I don't know if it is considered okay because of the average calories per week if it is unhealthy. First thing I want to remove is this idea of unhealthy. We use this to describe a lot of things, and I don't think it is unhealthy unless it's having a negative impact on your well-being. So many times calories will go lower or they will go higher. It's all very individual, okay? So if you're having trouble suffering from low libido, low energy in the gym, that's when I think we're getting into a position where calories are too low and we probably need to look at what we're doing. But for this topic, you're losing weight at about a half a pound per week, if I understand correctly. So you're losing about a kilogram every 4 weeks. So not the best with math, but let's be honest, that's about a half pound a week. That's a nice, slow, steady pace for fat loss, and you want to get things moving a little bit quicker and you don't know where to go, whether it's with nutrition or cardio. And the first thing I want to say here is a couple times in this message, you said to me, I'm eating about this or about that. In my experience, and the research backs me up on this wholeheartedly, if you're not tracking very specifically, then you're way off. The metabolic ward study actually showed people were off by as much as 1,000 calories. They underestimated by 1,000 calories. So when you really want to make progress, you need to be tracking, okay? You need to pull out your app, you need to pull out your food scale, you need to be making your own food, then you know and really know what's in food. That's my first tip. Get a little bit more diligent. Before you make any changes, get more diligent with the nutrition. Then you should start paying attention to the weekends more, because you said clearly it's between 1,750 and 1,850 calories on the weekends. Well, which is it? And is it actually more like 2,500 to 4,000 calories on the weekend? Are you spinning your wheels a little bit because your weekends are setting you back? And if they are, that's okay. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, if this goal is important to you, then going out on the weekend with your friends or not tracking might be the one thing setting you back, because stubborn body fat, which what you described is what's happening. You're not happy with the body fat in this area. I know I'm pointing at The Rock a lot. Well, that requires a little bit of diligence to get that off. That's not something that comes off easily. Why? Our body fat set point, okay? We start to get into a place where our body, our brain, they start to work together against us from getting leaner. Why? Because our body is a survival machine. It's not a, I want to look good walking down the beach and feel like crap machine, okay? So what we really want to focus on is tracking a little bit more diligently. What is your why? Why do you want to get a little bit leaner? Is it 100% for vanity? Because I promise you, if it's just about vanity, you're probably going to just continue to go through the cycle where you stay kind of leanish and never push through. This is where you can do something cool like schedule a photo shoot. Schedule a photo shoot with a photographer. You put down that deposit. You schedule a bodybuilding show. You put in that entry form. I promise you some magic shit's going to happen. You're going to get dedicated to the goal, to the process of getting a little bit leaner. Now, not saying this is for everybody, but you're asking me specifically. You're complaining about a problem you have. I'm trying to give you my advice. I realize this isn't for everybody, but the big goal here is that we just want to make sure that you're putting in the work and you're getting the result, okay? Because it's going to happen if you take that. Now, when and why should we reduce calories, or when should we reduce cardio? Let's talk about, or increase cardio. Let's talk about some of the reasons why. So with cardiovascular exercise, which is basically moving in a way to burn calories, you're using that to create a caloric deficit. The problem with cardio is it interferes with training and recovery, and it takes up time. However, sometimes we don't want to eat poverty macros. I find that there is a healthy balance between eating a nice diet and doing a little bit of cardio along with our resistance training to get lean. I'm not a big fan of doing no cardio just so we can eat super low calories, okay? I don't find that to be the most effective route for people that want to be effectively performing in the gym. And so what I like to do is blend them. So if you're at, let's say, 1,450 calories and you're doing a little bit of cardio, well, you can add 30 to 60 minutes of cardio to your weekly schedule and bring the calories down by 150, 200 calories, and boom, you're gonna push through to that next threshold, and you can continue this cycle. So what you need to do is find the healthy balance. Now, if you find that you're starting to get really food focused and you have low food volume and you're just suffering with the food, well, I wouldn't risk lowering the macros at that point. However, if you find that you hate cardio and you find that, you know what, you can eat less without suffering, well, there's your answer. Use the calories. The other benefit of dropping calories is it requires no time. There's no additional time to your schedule to create a caloric deficit. You simply pull the calories out. The only limitation to pulling calories out is that you can't pull out negative calories, okay? You can't go below zero. You have to continue to eat. So there is a threshold where calories are gonna get low, where most people, to reach the look that you're after, are gonna have to start using some type of cardiovascular exercise or being more active. Heck, even just going for walks. My man Brian DaCosta just did a video on a walking desk with me, okay? He literally walked at a desk all day while he worked. He walked, I don't know, he said 2 miles an hour or something like that. I can't picture it. I don't have it. I haven't used it, but you see, it's a clever way to kind of just be moving while you're working. Heck, even myself, doing these hand gyrations, that's calorie burning. You're burning calories. So if you're not moving around much and you're sedentary, get up a few times a day, move around. Might solve your problem, okay? So when should you reduce calories? When you find that you have plenty of food and you'd rather not do any more cardio. When should you add more cardio? Well, when you like it. Some people just like moving. Some people just like being more active and they prefer to eat a little bit more and move a little bit more. When should you do a combination of both? Well, that's kind of the approach I take on a weekly basis with most people. Let's bring down calories just a little bit, bring the cardio up just a little bit. You find that balance, and you push through the next level until you need to make the next adjustment. All right, that's gonna be it for me today, guys. Hopefully you're having an awesome day, and how could you not be looking at the rock all over me?